It's the 18th of September, 2024, and the Indiana Fever are gearing up to face the Atlanta Dream after a tough loss to the Minnesota Lynx. Fans are eagerly waiting to see Caitlin Clark make a comeback, as she's been averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists over her last 4 games. Clark is set to take on Rhyne Howard, who's been on fire, putting up 32 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. With Clark already being the 3rd all-time leading rookie scorer, she's on the brink of breaking another scoring record. Will this be her night to shine? Let's get right into the game and see. As the first quarter tipped off, Kelsey Mitchell quickly passed to Aaliyah Boston, who went for a smooth scoop shot but missed. Boston, however, sank both free throws to put Indiana on the board. Caitlin Clark then ignited the offense with a beautiful three-pointer that sent the crowd roaring. But Atlanta's Tina Charles wasn't going to let that go unanswered, faking out her defender and sinking a 2-pointer. Rhyne Howard then held the ball, unaware that Nalissa Smith was lurking behind her. Smith stole it clean, only for Alicia Gray to tie the game with a 3. Lexi Hull responded with a 3 of her own for Indiana. Tina Charles grabbed a rebound and quickly put up a 2 to keep Atlanta close. Kelsey Mitchell charged down the court for a quick 2, giving Indiana a 3-point lead. But Rhyne Howard silenced the momentum with a clutch 3-pointer. The Dream took their first lead when Jordan Canada sank a 2, and Charles followed up with another. Caitlin Clark, still feeling the sting from the Lynx loss, missed a deep 3, but Boston added a smooth 2. Canada answered with a late 2-pointer to keep Atlanta in it. Mitchell, now on fire, hit a deep 2, followed by a breathtaking 3. Boston added another 2, and Indiana held a narrow 22-21 lead at the end of the first quarter. This game was already shaping up to be a battle. As the second quarter kicked off, Lorella Cuba broke through the defense, using a screen to scoop in a smooth 2-pointer. But tension flared when Temi Fagbenle was hit with a questionable foul call. She wasn't having it, answering with a fierce block and a quick 2-pointer. Atlanta's Nia Coffey responded, sinking a 3 that ignited the Dream's offense. Alicia Gray extended the lead with a silky 2-pointer, and Indiana looked desperate for an answer. Enter Caitlin Clark. With the pressure mounting, she fired off a step-back 3-pointer that gave the Fever a spark. But Temi Fagbenle wasn't done, using her speed to scoop in a 2-pointer and drawing the foul for a massive N1. Tina Charles tied it up with a cold-blooded 2-pointer. Coffey reclaimed Atlanta's lead with a quick 2, and Indiana's defense cracked under pressure as turnovers mounted. Charles capitalized, sinking both free throws to push the lead to 4. Out of a critical timeout, Lexi Hull stepped up, draining a 3 to cut the lead. Alicia Gray immediately answered with a dagger from deep. Caitlin Clark, locked in, delivered a long pass to Nalissa Smith for an easy 2. Hull, now in rhythm, hit another clutch 3. Smith battled through a tough angle to score, giving Indiana back the lead, but Rhyne Howard crushed the momentum with an icy 3-pointer. Aaliyah Boston added another 2, only for Gray to strike again from deep. Smith knocked down another 2-pointer, but Gray's next attempt missed. In the final moments, another Indiana turnover led to Jordan Canada draining a 2-pointer. The half closed with Atlanta leading 48-44 over Indiana Fever. Fans waited eagerly to see if Clark could rally the team in the second half. The second half ignited with Tina Charles, fueled by her momentum, scooping in a powerful 2-pointer and completing a 3-point play with an and 1. Rhyne Howard then took control, sinking a 2-pointer and a scorching 3-pointer, forcing an Indiana Fever timeout. Caitlin Clark emerged from the timeout with a much-needed 2-pointer, but Howard immediately countered with another 2 for Atlanta. The Dream surged ahead with a commanding 13-point lead, and Indiana seemed on the brink of back-to-back losses. But Atlanta wasn't letting up. Jordan Canada pushed the lead further with a tough 2-pointer and an N1, stretching Atlanta's advantage to 16 points. It looked like the game was slipping away from Indiana Fever until they bolstered their defense. Kelsey Mitchell ignited a spark with a beautiful 2-pointer, then stole the ball and nailed a step-back 3-pointer. Indiana's defense locked in, preventing any more points from Atlanta. Clark drove for a layup, got fouled, and made both free throws, narrowing the gap to 8 points. Boston capitalized on back-to-back fouls, sinking her free throws. Howard, undeterred, answered with a tough two-pointer and an and one, but Caitlin Clark and Boston combined for a crucial two-pointer. Clark, now in her element, drained a stunning three-pointer, but Tina Charles countered with a sharp two-pointer. Clark, fouled by Jordan Canada, calmly made both free throws. As the third quarter closed, Indiana Fever clawed their way back, finishing with 66 points to Atlanta Dream's 69. The fourth quarter roared to life as Caitlin Clark ignited the crowd with a jaw-dropping three-pointer, leveling the game and fueling Indiana Fever's comeback. Clark didn't let up, threading a long pass to Kelsey Mitchell for a crucial two-pointer. She followed up with a tough two-pointer of her own, only for Tina Charles to instantly answer back. Ryan Howard then hit her fourth three-pointer, keeping Atlanta Dream in control. But Indiana wasn't backing down. Aaliyah Boston scored a key two-pointer, pushing her team closer to victory. But Nalissa Hillman fought back with a tough two-pointer and an and one. Clark's pinpoint pass found Mitchell again, though this time she missed. Mitchell quickly redeemed herself with another two-pointer, yet Atlanta held a 7-point lead. Clark continued her relentless assault, setting up Boston for another two-pointer, but Howard fired back. Lexi Hull drilled her fourth three-pointer, trimming the lead to just 4 points. Clark and Boston, a dynamic duo, connected for another two-pointer, with Clark's assist setting up Boston's spinning finish. The game was tied, but Clark wasn't finished. She fed Temi Fagbenley for a critical two-pointer. With only 30 seconds left, Atlanta Dream sank both free throws. Boston, however, drove to the rim, finishing with a pass from Clark. Alicia Gray's final attempt missed, and the game surged into overtime. In the extra period, Clark made her presence felt immediately with a quick two-pointer. Gray responded with a two-pointer of her own, leveling the score once more. Boston, unshakable, scored another two-pointer, but Atlanta countered. Temi Fagbenley added a crucial two-pointer from Clark's pass. Jordan Canada tied it again with a two-pointer, but Ryan Howard, in a career-best performance, delivered another two-pointer, giving Atlanta a slim lead. Boston, unfazed, answered with a two-pointer, and with just a minute remaining, she scored again, putting Indiana back in front. Clark was fouled under immense pressure, but nailed both free throws. With just 10 seconds left and Indiana leading by 4, Clark was fouled once more with only 4 seconds on the clock and calmly made both free throws. Jordan Canada had one last chance to steal the win, but her shot missed. Indiana Fever had turned the tide, securing a dramatic victory. What an electrifying showdown. Indiana Fever overcame early struggles with fierce defense and determination. Ryan Howard dazzled with a career-best 36 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds, keeping Atlanta Dream in the fight. Caitlin Clark stole the spotlight. Despite not being at her best, she scored 26 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. Clark surpassed A'ja Wilson's debut season record, finishing with 692 points. Clark is now the second all-time leading scorer in rookie season history in the WNBA. That's a wrap for this game. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed the thrilling moments. Make sure to subscribe our channel to see more thrilling game breakdowns like this.